Hello, welcome back to Jaye's 1P event number 3, Paradigm Shift. Welcome to the finals. The finals is a very scary place to be, and Dectopia and Punish sure do not want to be in that place. Or maybe they do, I don't know. I think that both of the players should be acquainted enough with the 1P mode enough to have gotten to finals at least. There has been one match so far, and HZ is a freak of nature. I've seen some of the scores, and I do not know how people can still like 999k finals maps. It is truly a feat of being human. In any case, Dectopia versus Punish. I believe that both of the players are good enough to have gotten into finals, so dare I say they are very good. They are in the losers bracket, mind you, so they have lost one match so far. So Dectopia lost versus Ham, and Punish lost against... Punish actually lost against Dectopia in Rana 16. So it is kind of a revenge situation. Punish lost versus Dectopia in Rana 16 5-3, so almost put Dectopia into a tiebreaker situation, and that was an early game. I think Dectopia has a relatively early game specialty, I want to say, but I haven't looked at the scores, so who knows really. So maybe Punish has a better chance in later games. So we will just have to see. And Punish actually mapped something for the warm-ups. It is Oriola for Triumph. Ash Round, I believe, is a featured artist as well. So as some of you may have noticed, the joke map pools are entirely comprised of either featured artists or artists who are willing to lend their musical prowesses to the tournament. And dare I say, the stall rating might be a little bit high. I do not know what the map looks like, but I believe that Punish has posted some teasers in the Discord about it. And I think that this may be super accurately charted. And the star rating of 9.59, especially in 1K, is very scary to look at. Dare I say, So I want to leak something, just a tiny bit of a little bit of a something here. The grand finals map is gonna be like 5 stars tops, but the 5-star maps are like impossible already. 5 stars? Can you imagine just the 5-star in 1K? That is already pretty much unplayable. Ikaruga, I don't even think it's 6 stars, so 9.59 in 1K is like, nah. Just get your drill out. Get your drill out, get your Epsilon Dan out. Get your Epsilon game on, and good luck, really. So we might actually opt for another warm-up. We might actually opt for another warm-up, and I actually know this warm-up since I mapped it for JOKE3. And Dectopia did not download the best of JOKE1 and 2 map pack, unfortunately. 50 seconds left to download the first one. Yeah, we can wait 15 seconds. It's fine. Just a funny internet here. It's very funny internet. Get your best XPs in the chat. Get your ruffle LMAOs. Punish actually says it's designed to be played with auto. So that is actually not supposed to be played, but we are gonna play it anyway because why not? I'm very curious to see what kind of scores we can get on that one. Yeah, I don't know why, like, Osu download speeds in Japan are that way. It might be... I don't know if it's ISP. Alright, it seems that I have momentarily died. Don't know if people can hear me again. Alright, I just had to unplug and plug my mic again. It is a small technical difficulty that we have now sorted out. But yeah, back to the rolls. 24 versus 16. Very low and funny roll count. So Punish is gonna ban Hybrid 1 first. Deep Ocean. And I do believe that Deep Ocean is perhaps one of the trickiest maps to handle of the map pool. Who am I kidding? I do not know the map pool. And Dectopia opting for a long note ban. I think Dectopia comes from the Taiko game mode. Punish comes from Mania, but also plays some Taiko, so I think it is a reasonable ban choice. And actually, SV is open, so we might see some funny plays. I do know that Punish is also pretty decent at SV, and I think Taiko players tend to be proficient at gimmicks and SVs as well. Mind you, Mania SV is very different from Taiko gimmicks. Taiko gimmicks can go much wilder, I would say. But we are gonna start with prize number 1, Astronaut, period. There's a delightful song by Niwashi and mod by Jaye. Kind of I want to say a dumpy approach on the instrumentals, but we can also hear some technical aspects to the map. In the small preview that we have, Dectopia opting for the mirror. And we are going to have a proper mirror match. The level 10 mage versus the level 9 archer. And Punish is starting in the lead as Dectopia drops some 200s in the beginning. But that is perfectly recoverable as the accuracy in this intro is it's very fickle, and especially if Punish is gonna miss here. No matter the key mode, the Mania combo cap is still at 400 in Score V2, so it's gonna take Punish until the 400 combo cap to recover their combo cap. So Punish is setting in at a substantial disadvantage, and their accuracies are matched. Now, Punish is gonna recover some accuracy, and Dectopia seems to opt for saving the combo by hitting things early. Well, now hitting things late as to get a little bit of a better accuracy, but I think Dectopia might have some trouble adjusting to the 1 key offset, whereas Punish is much more adjusted in that regard. However, in that section, Dectopia is going to stabilize and going to have an occasion to recover some of that accuracy, but Punish is still at a better spot here. Still no combo breaks from Dectopia, but the accuracy advantage goes to Punish, and it is substantial enough that Punish is going to take the advantage by 20k. 98% versus 99%. That is an entire. That is almost an entire percent of advantage for Punish, and despite the misses, it is going to be a counterpoint for a breakpoint for Punish, dare I say. So as we can see, there's a little bit of a difference between Dectopia and Punish. Both players should be able to sustain a finals map pool, but Punish is definitely better at getting good accuracy on the one key game mode at a finals level. But I do think that Dectopia might have a better chance on more straightforward picks, because Astronaut is kind of wacky, kind of technical with very hard to parse snaps. So maybe if Dectopia opts for a stream map or a speed map, do something different. In any case, I don't know what I don't know what. I think it's Punish's turn to pick right now. Hello from stream. Hello from stream to. Hello from stream into the stream pick. That's gonna be Nyarlathotep's Dreamland. Not by Sparxe, and the streams imply a more straightforward map structure. So maybe it's gonna be I want to say friendlier to Dectopia, but it is Punish's pick, so Punish must be at least still a little bit confident on the pick. And yeah, honestly, I want to say that the stream picks might be the easiest picks of the map pool, because I think on the finals level, and especially late game in 1K, the bulk of the difficulty is gonna be in terms of reading the snaps and like the amount of notes that you have to hit and on which hand you end up. Thank you for the mirror. That is actually beautiful. And that's gonna be a very close start, but Dectopia is gonna break combo first, and that combo break might be spelling doom for them, as Punish is trailblazing right now, 99.9, and that proves that comes to prove that Punish is definitely deserving of a final spot. I have mentioned similar scores from HZ on the other side of the losers bracket, and yeah, it seems that people are definitely able to play finals level map pools. What a shock. So far so good. No signs of failure from Punish. Not even 1 ounce of misaccuracy, mistimed hits from Punish. We are still at 99.9. Dectopia trying to recover 99.56. I think that is still pretty decent accuracy with the miss and combo break taken into account. I wanna compare the ratios at the end of the map to see where we stand, but Dectopia might want to opt away from the Rice category if the accuracy is not at their advantage. Because we have gotten through a technical Rice map, we have gotten through a straightforward Rice map, and none of them were at Dectopia's advantage. So in terms of strategy, you wanna kind of try something else here. But who am I to speak? It is the players. It is at the player's discretion to pick the maps, and it is a very beautiful ratio from Punish. That is a very unfortunate 200 from Punish, sullying this otherwise V1 double S. Same for Dectopia, really, but in terms of ratio, very different story to be told. 245 versus 83 is a very substantial difference between the two in terms of accuracy. And Dectopia does not have time to adjust their offset, nor their, I guess, head position in order to get those timings a little bit better. Dectopia is gonna be opting for the physical department instead, still keeping it in the rice department. I don't think Dectopia is very confident in the long node department, so long nodes is gonna be a no. Hybrids contain long nodes, so also gonna be a no from Dectopia. So by process of elimination, if Dectopia is not confident on SV, that leads us to the speed category. And yeah, that's fair. That's only fair. And we are going into Wonderflux. Wonderflux, a very infamous song choice on Mania, especially for people who play Flash Flash Revolution, also affectionately called FFR. And there is also a very infamous Mania map of it. I want to say there's also a very infamous Clone Hero chart of it that has been featured in a Clone Hero tournament. I remember that. I remember picking it. But 1K is definitely a different story, and Punish does seem to have the advantage in terms of technicality and speed and I guess everything, so still gonna be a relative sweep, but in terms of combo, Dectopia does have the advantage. I think that Dectopia is opting for a combo strategy here, and if Punish is gonna be dropping some more combo, especially in the quiet parts, we might see a first point pop up for Dectopia. It's gonna be a almost 8,000 point advantage for Dectopia, especially as Punish is still recovering from that combo break. We are at 250 combo right now. The combo cap is at 400. There are still points to be lost. Combo breaks in 1K are especially hurtful. Dectopia even has the accuracy advantage here. So far so good, really. And I do think that the speed category might allow Dectopia to shine. Oh no, that's gonna be a combo break coming from Dectopia. Another combo break, and that's gonna give the advantage to Punish again. So far, Dectopia was in a very good situation, but with those combo breaks, the tide turns to Punish's side. And it's also thanks to Punish's ability to sustain combo on the second half. So stamina might come into play here as we are pulling on each of the players' limits in terms of physicality. But it was worth a try from Dectopia, and I do believe that the other speed pick might also be an occasion for Dectopia to recover. We can see the ratio from the two players. The accuracy, the overall accuracy from the two players is almost the same. 345 300s versus 344. That is incredibly close. 200 counts also very close. A little bit more misses from Dectopia, but it just comes to performance. And a lot of the outcomes from a finals map comes to how you perform on the stage. And honestly, the scores that you get in training versus the scores that you get in tournament might be completely unrelated, but that is the tournament life, especially in 1K. So I want to say the other speed pick is still open for Dectopia. The other race picks, maybe not so much, but we'll see what Punish does. Maybe Punish is gonna go for that SV pick. Punish seems pretty confident in SV. But gonna go for the long notes because Punish did also notice that Dectopia was shying away from the long note department. So let's see what. Let's see how both of those players are gonna deliver here. I think what's funny about 2L is that essentially 1K2L is an SV pick without SVs. You basically have to learn the rhythm, but there are no SVs, so you can actually read things. But you still have to learn the map. Yeah, you still have to memo. And I think a lot of 1K training comes down to playing the songs more than once and just remembering the trickiness, the snaps, and so on. And in a way, I feel like training 1K is like training SV, but without SVs. But anyways, that is completely unrelated because we are playing Crossover by Hyun, featuring Leo. That is our long notes pick number 2. And I do believe that in terms of arithmetic complexity, that is not very complex, but we do have those doublets. And doublets is a skill set. And Dectopia getting rid of the mirror. Maybe you can trust their ability to get a good score on mirror on this one. Maybe the mirrors affected their ability to read the long notes. I don't know. But so far so good for Dectopia, really. The accuracies are actually fairly balanced between the two players, and it's gonna come down to the rest of the map, really. Whether those players are able to sustain some of the bursts that we have here, and they are able to sustain good accuracy and especially good combo, as Punish drops the first combo break of the song. They give a substantial advantage to Dectopia. The Dectopia trades away here. The miss is especially more dirty in Dectopia's side than Punish's, dropping down to 99.1 versus 99.4 on Punish's side. But I dare say that this is still recoverable for Dectopia. We are only at a 5,000 point disadvantage here, but that gap is gonna widen all of a sudden because Dectopia drops once again. Dectopia, having played the combo game in the beginning, doesn't manage to do so in this pick in particular, and that is unfortunate for them. Punish playing the combo game in turn here is a very good strategy. You don't want to over-focus on accuracy, especially because getting good accuracy on 1K long notes is I want to say something. Just kind of weird. Punish actually recovering some accuracy as the shorter long notes are setting in here, and the song just gets more intense. Have a very beautiful score of 976k with just one miss coming from Punish. Could have had a middle ground. I want to say 985k without the miss, but yeah, I think Punish would have gotten the point without the miss. Without any combo breaks, I want to say, yeah. Standard players when they have to release the long notes. Wait, does Dectopia come from standard actually? Oh, okay. Well, thank you for the information. So Dectopia is actually a standard player. Might also play some other modes for all I know, but I haven't done my homework, so I literally joined the VC, the caster VC 5 minutes before the match. And yeah, I don't know. Genetics. I mean, there's a fair amount of argument on genetics here, but I dare say that it all comes with playing a lot and training a lot. And Dectopia's gonna opt for hybrid too, trying something new here. And perhaps channeling that, I want to say a song of... wait, which way is it? Is it Ice and Fire or Fire and Ice? I never remember. Like, I know that one is the book and the other is the game. Okay, the initials are... you basically call it Adolf-I, so Adolf-I. So F-A-I is fire in ice. Okay, I figured it out. Anyways, let's go into this hybrid pick. And hybrids are usually the technical picks of the map pool, and we can see some of the 1/3 here being handled correctly by both of the players. And so far, I think all of the picks have been decided by combo. So it's gonna be up to the two players to figure out how they can maintain their combo. That first combo break is gonna go towards Dectopia. Next second one towards Dectopia. Dropping a lot of accuracy in this stop and go section here. Very infamous part of the song itself. And yeah, I do believe that releasing those long notes is might come a little bit hard for someone who is not used to the mania mode. Finish with a very beautiful run so far, handling those doublets very well. Dectopia as well, still recovering that combo and that accuracy, but it is a very far cry from Punish's run. But Punish is gonna trade away, but both of the players actually missed at the same exact spot, so nothing to be seen here. But Dectopia drops once again. Punish trades again, and this part is so difficult. This part is very much difficult. None of the players are having it, and their accuracies are actually dropping from 99 right down to 97, and even below 97 for Dectopia. That section is messed up, I want to say. And yeah, that was a very backloaded pick. And essentially, I think both of the players, maybe Dectopia especially, was betting on the last section, maybe getting a better run than Punish, but it did not come to fruition. That was a fair try. That was a fair try, though. Wait, do people play on spacebar? I play on numpad 0. I know some other players like Adri play on control key. Some other players play on shift key. Right shift, in fact, yeah, that is the bigger shift key. And Punish is gonna pick speed too, so we're not gonna see SV necessarily because we are at match point, and so far Punish has a flawless run, 5-0. It is match point. I dare say some players may be using backspace. I think backspace is also a viable option. Enter key is also a viable option as far as bindings go, because the enter key has a lot of surface to it. And I'm talking about the main enter key, but numpad enter key is also kind of an option. Fun fact, I play 2K by using the numpad enter key and the plus numpad key because they're wide and I can switch between them and alt better that way. So I'm setting my keyboard sideways and I'm playing that way. I'm playing 2K that way. Like when I have to alt, that is. Anyways, back to our speed pick number 2. Okay, Enbu. Dare I say, I trust in the Japanese. I trust in the Japanese buff from Dectopia. Dectopia has the advantage so far. Can Dectopia get at least 1 point in this match? I think it is in the realm of possibility. Punish is gonna drop some crucial accuracy, but Dectopia drops even more, and it's gonna drop some combo. And yeah, the damage is much more substantial in Dectopia's side, but Punish drops some combo before the break here. And I dare say this is still possible for Dectopia to recover, but you can see the advantage going into Punish's side. But I think in this speed pick, the speed picks are the most winnable for Dectopia, I want to say. So far so good. We are at a fairly manageable part of the map so far. Never mind, we are going back into speed, actual speed, and Dectopia is not having it. 2 combo breaks versus 0 on Punish's side, and that advantage is gonna fly away for Punish. Another combo break, and we are looking at a 40k advantage for Punish. Only 1/3 of the map left, maybe 1/3 of the entire final pick for both of the players, and maybe that's gonna be the end of Dectopia's tournament life as we are in the losers bracket. We are back to a quiet part of the map as both of the players try to recover some accuracy before going back into speed in the last chorus, I want to say. Yeah, you can see in the at the bottom in the hit error department. Oh, Punish is gonna drop some combo here, but that's definitely not gonna be enough to give the lead back to Dectopia. But you can see that Dectopia is much more erratic in their hitting, and Punish is somewhat more stable. Dectopia definitely approximating some of those bursts and just trying to get the notes at all, really. Whereas Punish has kind of more of a grasp of the speeding up and slowing down aspect of the map itself. But anyways, that's going to be a 915k versus an 893k for Dectopia. All things considered, that is not very far away in terms of scores, and it was a worthwhile try from Dectopia. It might be a 6-0, but Dectopia did a good job standing up against Punish here in this losers bracket on this finals map pool. Anyways, commiserations to Dectopia and GG to Punish, who is gonna be playing another match this weekend against HZ. And I think that's going to be a very hard match for Punish, but I dare say that Punish has their chance in terms of strategizing, maybe picking into the less common categories of the map pool. So yeah, as I said, in the losers bracket, HZ versus Punish. My god. Can I say this on this stream? But PNS? PNS? PNS is such a funny way to shorten Punish. I'm so sorry. Anyways, next match is actually gonna be HC versus Punish, and also another match. I don't know when actually. It's gonna be Ham versus Grape Tea, and that is our winners bracket match. And I think, considering the caliber of players in the winners bracket, that's gonna be based on accuracy. So look forward to that, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Maybe next time. I don't know if I'm gonna be commentating this anymore. Anyways, bye.